everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Baking Diva. It was a busy week. Last Sunday was Easter. We had a lot of festivities here. Every year I do a big Easter egg hunt, my husband and I, for our 4 grandsons. So I put my bunny costume on and I run around the yard and hide all the eggs. So it was a fun time. And then yesterday was my birthday. I do have one rule because I got a lot of wishes yesterday for my birthday, and everyone said, I hope someone is going to bake you a cake for your birthday. And I said, yep, I have one rule. I never bake my own birthday cake. So my husband bought me a beautiful cake. It had cannoli filling, which is one of my favorites. And these beautiful flowers here, they were from my 2 grandsons, Jake and Aaron. They each gave me a dozen roses. It was 6 pink and 6 white. So I thought I'd put them in the picture today because they were so pretty. So talking about my husband buying me my cannoli cake, holy cannoli! Today I'm going to teach you how to make cannoli dip. Now I'm Italian, so I grew up with cannolis. I love them. We had them for holidays, we had them for weddings, we just had them whenever we felt like having them, and I absolutely love them. But what I love more than the entire cannoli is the filling. Now, if you don't know what a cannoli is, basically it's a crispy fried tube. It's cooked by wrapping the pastry around a tube. Sometimes they're metal, sometimes they're wood, and they're deep fried. And then they're filled with a lightly sweetened ricotta filling. Sometimes the filling could have pieces of chocolate in it. Sometimes they put pistachios in there. Some people put the candied fruit in it, but I don't really care for that. But anyway, it is delicious. And I always said, forget the entire cannoli. I'll just eat it with a spoon right out of the bowl. I was curious where cannolis originated from, and it seems like they originated from Sicily. And it was back when they had Carnival and Mardi Gras, and street vendors had them, and they were very popular because I think sugar was very abundant in that area. So what happened was they would make these cannolis, and they would give them as gifts to family and friends. And it was funny because they only gave them in groups of 12. It was a superstition. If you didn't make and give 12 cannolis at a time, bad fortune would come to you. So anyway, that's a little bit of a background on a cannoli. And today I'm going to show you how to make cannoli dip. Now let me now show you some of the ingredients that we're going to need for this dip. It's actually very, very easy. So you will need ricotta cheese, and make sure you use whole milk ricotta cheese. Do not use the skim. I just found that it comes out too thin, and the whole milk ricotta works much better. You're going to use one package of 8 ounces of cream cheese. Same thing, don't buy the light cream cheese. I'm not saying it won't work, I'm just saying the regular cream cheese, not the fat-free cream cheese, works much better. Also, you're going to need confectioner's sugar. You're going to need vanilla. And you're going to need mini chocolate chip bits, the semi-sweet. Now, I also have cinnamon out on the table. Some people like to put a little cinnamon in it, and some people don't. So that's optional. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started. I'm using my KitchenAid mixer for this, and I'm going to take my bowl, and I'm going to start out by putting in my 2 cups of ricotta. I love ricotta. I could eat this right out of the bowl too. We're putting in our 2 cups of ricotta cheese. You can use marscapone cheese if you like, instead of the cream cheese, but you do need to use the regular ricotta cheese. So I have all that in. Now we're going to put in our 8 ounces of cream cheese. I'm going to just spoon that right in. Block of that. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat this with my electric beater mixer until it's smooth. So let me put this on here. Here we go. Put my little beater on there. It's plugged in. Let me put it up. And I'm just going to gently beat it until it is all combined and smooth. Putting it on medium. Looking good. You just want to get your cream cheese and your ricotta cheese incorporated. If you like my turquoise nail polish, matches my Baking Diva apron. Don't have my tiara on today, maybe next time. Turning it up a little bit to make it a little bit more smooth. It's really a very easy recipe. Okay, I think that's all mixed. So I'm going to take my bowl out. Take the ricotta and the cream cheese mixture off the beater. Make sure you get it all off. You don't want to waste any. I think that's good. Place that down over here. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my 1.5 cups of confections sugar. I already pre-measured that. All right, and I'm going to add to that my 1 teaspoon of vanilla. These extracts are strong, so just follow the recipe. Don't add any more in than it calls for. Now I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to actually mix it up with my spatula. Now if you like, you can put in a little cinnamon at this time. I might just put a dash in. The actual recipe doesn't call for it, but some people like it. So I'm going to put just a little sprinkle of that in. Won't hurt it. Wow, look at my apron! Oh no! Well, that's why I'm wearing it. You all know that I'm obsessed with my aprons. Years ago, I never wore them. I hated them. I ruined too many clothes. So now I have some cute ones, and I wear them all the time. So as you can see, I'm mixing the sugar and the vanilla and the little bit of cinnamon in with the cream cheese and the ricotta. So I have to get that all combined nicely. Now there have been some people that have made this and said, oh, it came out too thin. Oh, it came out watery. Oh, it came out soupy. That's because you probably used fat-free ricotta, and that just doesn't do the trick. Or you might have put in fat-free cream cheese. You just need to have that little bit of fat in there so it'll come out better. At least that's how I make it. Trying to get all the confectioner's sugar combined in there. It's looking good. Now I like it this way. But if you find that it's too sweet, you can add a little less confectioner's sugar. Or if you find that it's not sweet enough, you can add a little bit more. It's all according to your taste. Okay. Get muscles doing this. Now, when you buy your mini, and they have to be mini, whoops, making a mess here, mini semi-sweet chocolate morsels, you're going to put them right into that mixture and stir it up. I will put the recipe down below for you. I wasn't sure, yes, it calls for 1 cup. Thought it was 1 cup of the mini chocolate chip morsels. You can see what this looks like now. I've incorporated the chocolate chip morsels in there. Now it's going to be a little thin now because once I have this all mixed, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. Now, I think the longer you keep it in the refrigerator, the firmer it will get and the better it will taste. Because eventually what we're going to do is we're going to serve this in a beautiful bowl, and I'll show you what we're going to put around it, and it's delicious. I personally like to make it and keep it in the refrigerator overnight. This way it does firm up a little bit. You don't want soupy or watery canola dip. Okay? So wasn't that easy? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this in a bowl with a cover. I'm going to put it in my refrigerator, and then I will be back later after it's set to show you what we're going to do next. Okay, bye. Holy cannoli! Now's the time to experience the ultimate dessert dip. Are you ready? I am. I have a bowl. You can use any bowl you want. And obviously this was only in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. If you leave it in overnight, as I suggested, it'll get more firm. So anyway, I'm going to spoon this into this bowl. Oh, it looks really good. I would say don't leave it in the refrigerator any less than 3 hours. Right now it's nice and creamy, just the way it should be. And this makes a very generous supply of dip. Look at that. Oh, oh, oh. Now I will tell you, this dip, take a look at this. This dip is best served with several things. A little twist is the Milano cookies. You can serve it best with the Pizelle cookies. If you don't know what a Pizelle is, it's like an Italian waffle. Looks like this. In fact, for Christmas, I got a new electric Pizelle machine, and one of these days I'm going to show you how to make them. I used to have an old-fashioned hand one. Or the best part is to take a cannoli shell, and this is what a cannoli shell looks like, and break it up. I have a few broken up in the dish here. I don't know if you can see them. So you just take your cannoli shell. Trust me, if you want to make these yourself, make them yourself, but they are a lot of work. You can go probably to your local grocery store or Italian store and ask them to buy the shells, and they'll sell them to you empty. They're not expensive. And what you do is you just take your shell and crack it into a few pieces. We're going to put some of them on the dish here. Now look at what a fantastic platter that makes. Imagine someone asking you to bring dessert to their house, and instead of showing up with the traditional cupcake or cake, which I'm all for, you walk in the door with something like this, I guarantee you it will be gone in a heartbeat and everyone will ask. As I started to tell you before, if you're invited to a person's house for a party, a holiday, any kind of special event, and you're asked to bring a dessert, instead of your ordinary cakes, cookies, cupcakes, why not bring this fantastic cannoli dip? I can guarantee you it'll be gone in a flash, and everyone will be asking for the recipe. and I don't think anyone else will be bringing it. So you'll be a star. And if you haven't already noticed, I have my crown on. And it's because this dip came out so delicious that I thought I deserved it. So we have our pizzelles and we have our cannolis and we have our Milano cookies. So now comes the best part. I am going to dip my cannoli shell into this divine dip and let you know how it tastes. Delicious, and I'm telling you, better than you get it in most of the stores. Let me try another little. Okay. You have to make this dip. If you like this video, you know the drill. Give me a thumbs up on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out and you'll continue to get more of these videos. And if you have any comments, feel free to make them. So, I have something just for you. Here you go. Take a bite. Wasn't that delicious? Okay, see you soon. Bye.